So this is probably going to be my last Games Workshop order for quite a while. Now, before you jump to conclusions, it's not got anything to do with Games Workshop's copyright infringement laws or how much they pay their staff, but instead it's going to be a personal choice. No, I'm not jumping on the boycott Games Workshop bandwagon. The real reason behind this is that I'm actually just sick of starting projects and not finishing them. I've been collecting Warhammer armies on and off for about 20 years now, so you can just imagine how many models that I've bought and sold. The problem is that I'm very much a hobby butterfly, and since starting this channel, it's only got worse. For most of the tutorials that I've done for you guys, I've only painted a single miniature or at most a small squad. Whilst I've very much enjoyed filming the tutorials, and there is something to be said for changing up what you're painting just to keep things fresh, it's meant that I've just not had the time to work on a coherent army, and this has actually meant that I've played a lot less games than I've wanted to. So I've made the choice to start a new project, and this one I'm actually going to see through. If you've seen my last video, or if you've been paying attention during this one, then you will have probably noticed that I've chosen to start up a new Genestealer Cults army. The Genestealer Cults are one of those armies that I've loved for a long time. I was introduced to them in the mid-90s, and there was just something about the whole premise of an alien race infiltrating itself into a society and taking it over from the inside that really appealed to me. And yes, maybe a little bit because of the whole Aliens movie influences. Now admittedly, the old models were pretty goofy looking, but the new range of models are a significant improvement on the old ones. Leaning heavily into the industrial and the mining themes, they really do have a look that is just so different to any other faction in the Warhammer 40,000 universe. And it's this that really appeals to me. Pretty much everyone who has collected Warhammer 40,000 has a Space Marine army of some form, and I've done pretty much every flavour of Eldar over the last 2 decades, so I felt like it was time for something completely different. Now, the Genestealer Cult are unfortunately known for having a lot of detail. Even their base troops are pretty highly detailed, meaning that they can be fairly complicated to paint, and due to the fact that to field a competitive army you need a whole load of models, it can make it a really expensive army to collect, not just in money but also in time. This is, however, where we return to the package. Games Workshop are not well known for doing discounts, but every now and again they'll drop something that is just really good value for money, and the Genestealer Cult Start Collecting Box is definitely one of those items. Containing a unit of Acolytes, a unit of Neophytes, a Ridge Runner and an Acolyte Icon Ward, these are all very important pieces of the Genestealer Cult army, and together they add up to vastly more expensive than the price of the Start Collecting Box. Now, this isn't my first Start Collecting Box, and to be honest, it's not even the second. As they are such good value, this will actually be my 4th Start Collecting Box that I've picked up for this army, and this will form the core of my Genestealer Cults project. These 4 boxes will give me 68 models to build and paint, and knowing how quickly I paint miniatures, this is likely to see me through well into the winter. Adding in the Atalan Jackals and a couple of characters that I already had, I think I'm going to be set for quite a while. So I've done a couple of test models previously, which you can see up on my Instagram page if you so desire. I decided on a fairly dark colour scheme for the whole army, but as much as I enjoy painting in the style, I didn't want to go full grimdark. Whilst I am planning on writing some fluff and creating this army to be quite thematic, I am intending on these being a tournament army. For this, I'm going to need it to be nice and easy for you to see the various weapon and equipment options, and I'm definitely going to want them to be nice and eye-catching. I can't bring myself to give them a full heavy metal paint job though, so I will be using a few different techniques from the grimdark style just to make sure that they've got that right amount of dirt for that nice mining or industrial aesthetic. So as you can tell, I'm in the early stages of building this army, and this will be a project that should last me a pretty long time. Having had a short break from making videos, I've decided that I really want to do more of a focus on the videos and the projects that I want to do, and ones that are going to make me happy rather than trying to make videos that will appease the YouTube algorithm or try and latch on to the latest Games Workshop limited edition release. So this video will be the first part of a series that will chronicle my building and the developing of this project, and hopefully to teach you some interesting tips along the way. If there is anything from the Genestealer Cults that you want me to pay particular attention to, whether it be painting skin tones, making battle damage and weathering on the vehicles, or anything else you see me doing in one of these videos along the way, then please let me know down in the comment section below. This is a project that I'm actually really excited to do, and this is really refreshing for me at the moment. As we are recovering from COVID and as everything is starting to open back up again, not only do I have the challenge of building and painting the army, but also in learning how to use them on the tabletop and learning all of those sneaky little tricks that they're notorious for. If you've also embarked on a new project recently and want to share pictures, or if you want to follow the progress of this project, I've dropped a link down in the description below for my new Discord server. Based mostly around the grimdark side of the hobby, it's a place to share your work, chat with other grimdarkers, or ask painting and hobby related questions. I will be posting photos of every model I complete for this project within that server. So thanks for watching guys, and remember, whether on an old project or a new one, if all else fails, spray it black and start again.